Hi everyone. Uh, in my old house, I used this HyEndFed antenna for almost 10 years. This is for the 20-meter band. I was able to make contacts all over the world, and this one is a monobander. It has a 10-meter wire, which is half wave. So I was very happy. So since we moved in the new house, I was looking for the solution till I have to put a better antenna on the top of my roof. So I thought it's better that I should buy a multi-band HyEndFed antenna. So one antenna can serve for 10, 20 meter and 40 meter band without tuner. So these antennas are made by my fellow countrymen here in the Holland. So these antennas are very well built. If you see this also, so the cable I cut it, but any 10-meter cable you attach and you have a monoband antenna up to 300 watt. So if you see here, they use a Fritzel. These are insulator. They were used with the Fritzel German antenna company, and very good casing and quite weatherproof, insulated. This is the same, and basically this is a 10-meter wire till here, which is a half wave of the 20-meter band, and full wave for the 10-meter band. To achieve the 40-meter band, they attach here a coil and a 1.85 meter, little bit more wire. So the electrical length, total physical length of this antenna is a little bit shorter than 12 meter in the length. So this one is compensating the 40-meter band. This inductor in between and 1 meter 85 centimeter this piece of wire. And I also purchased this on, and I'll show you the pictures inside. So what I am planning, so this will go on the fiber pole mast, and then I put this one. So this will eliminate any RF coming back to the shake also, and also it reduces a lot of other electrical noises in the neighborhood. So I'm hoping that this in the series of HyEndFed antenna, because HyEndFed antenna, and that they have a tendency that RF is running back on the shielding of the coaxial cable. That's how it entered into the shake, into the radio. So of course radio will be grounded also, but many amateurs they use this on transformer in between in order to eliminate RF going back to the shake. Also it eliminates a lot of other electrical RF noises. So I am hoping that this system will work. Of course I will install it, and then I will show you how I have done it, and this will be down for the local Europe-wide communication on the 40-meter band also. And till I do this, just to get myself on air, and also to test the equipment. You know, I'm receiving a lot of equipment for my YouTube channel. So in order to test the radio receivers, so I have installed the HyEndFed 3-band antenna on the fiber pole, and below is on transformer, and it's 5 to 6 meters from the ground, and this is a fiberglass pole which I attached in my garden, and the wire. So we see how it performs. The height is not too high from the ground, but I think it will enable me to work within a Europe on 40-meter band, and on the 20-meter band maybe a little bit DX. So yeah, we'll test on the radio. It's my most favorite HF transceiver, Icom IC760 Pro. This is the Japanese version of 765. It's the same thing, only this one has some frequency restrictions, and also it works on 110 volt instead of 765. European version work on 220 volt, and this one is exactly the same. So we connected the HyEndFed wire antenna to this radio, and now we see how it performs. So we are in 40-meter band. Let's see some free frequency. Okay, like this one. So when the tuner is on, the internal tuner, and meter is on a standing wave ratio and power is full, no standing wave ratio, if you can see it, and now it's on the power mode, full power. So this is 40-meter band with the tuner on. Let's we remove the tuner and let me put the power back little bit, and let me put on the standing wave ratio. You see, so it has a standing wave ratio for this antenna more than 3. It's advertised that it doesn't have a standing wave ratio, but it can be adjusted with the external length, which is a length after the coil, inductor coil, after the 10 meter of length. It should be 1 meter 85 cent, and the manufacturer, they say from HyEndFed that that length can be tuned for the maximum and maximum power output and the minimum standing wave ratio. So with the current length, it has a standing wave ratio, but when you turn on the internal tuner, then it's nothing. This is a standing wave ratio. So there is no standing wave ratio when the tuner is on. When tuner is off, it has 1.2, which is better. So we put maybe FM. So we see it's 2, and when it's a tuner, with the tuner you can null it down to 1 to 1. But without tuner, on 20-meter band it's 2. So it's not that good. But with the tuner you can bring it 1.1 by 1, which is fine. But at the same time, when you apply the tuner, basically tuner is just coupling network, you also lose some power in that network. So on all 3 bands, it's on the 10-meter band it's okay. On 20 it has a standing wave ratio around 2, and on 40 also. So 40 even more than 3. So the main thing is that it has to be adjusted, the length of wire on different frequencies with the antenna analyzer, and where you get the best standing wave ratio and best output. That is the length you need it. But of course it will not perform as a Yagi or halfway dipole, in my opinion. But of course it will bring you on air. You can make contacts. The quality of construction is good, but it's okay. I mean, it's not very expensive. It's just a long wire antenna for the people who have space problems, and people who cannot put Yagis or dipoles. So this single piece of wire can make you heard not all over the world, but most of the continent, I guess. Thank you very much for watching. Until next time.